however, wasn't able to come. His name is Ken. You all know him. Okay. First of all, we will talk about a little bit about the NGOs. NGOs have great influence and power in global air fights. NGOs provide public goods and services that governments from developing countries are unable to provide themselves because of the lack of the resource. In territory of Bosnia and Herzegovina, there is around 12,000 NGOs. Are they enough for Bosnia? Are they enough for Bosnian youth? The number of Bosnian youth is 777,000. Our mission is to study the status of youth NGOs in the region of Bihac and Unasana cantons, study the status of youth activities, status of type of support and partnership program, ensure support of extracurricular classes, build international relations, assess the effectiveness of youth voluntary program, plan most essential types of youth NGOs for Bihac and Unasana canton. First of all, we did a questionnaire for NGOs. It was about the goal of that question was about to find out general information about members, their volunteer work, involvement of youth in NGOs, and the projects that they have done. Here's our picture of doing that.
While you're doing guitar, also there's evidence.
Where do you see it? The first question was about general information about the members, about their age. Ages of women was 50% of them were between 18 and 25%. 50% were between 25 and 30 years old. There was nobody chose to answer between 33 and 50 years old. For the men, there was a difference. The 50% chose between 18 and 25. 25% chose 33, and 25 chose 33 till 42. 100% of NGOs answered that their NGO is multicultural and innovative. Survey results. On the question, does your NGO involve some form of voluntary work? If yes, where? 100% of the answers were yes. But the main problem is that all of the questions for the voluntary work were similar. Answers were similar. They were all about helping children. There was no other types of voluntary work. They were like common answers for the education, youth, helping children without parental care. Then involvement of youth in NGO. 85.7% are trying to attract youth in their NGOs. The ways of attracting youth, the common answers they wrote, through social networks and seminars, promotion in school, college, website portals, training courses, seminars, and trips. Survey results about the projects they've done. Projects were about helping preschools, funders, and philanthropy, including youth in decision-making process in the community. Projects of spreading answers about the importance of peace, as well as projects in the fields of medicine and the destination of reductive health.
In the interview, we talked with Unasana College, which is a private school in Bihac. We asked them if they support the voluntary work at school and do they make the students do it. They said yes, and often there are campaigns for volunteer work. And about the projects that are important to them, they said that they made a well with water tank in Africa, which has our flag on it and the school's logo. The gymnasium in Bihac, they do volunteer work for many years. They have the council of students, which does most of the work for school. They collect money for occasions, and they have their own projects and their own classes. For jedinstvo, the way that they have helped youth is that they provide them with sports or a way to do sport, and also they give them rooms so that they would be able to afford to live in Bihac and study there, but in return they have to play for the team. In the second visit, we have seen the problems that they have, which is mostly the reason why they don't have more youth coming to them. They are in very bad condition, but we have made it our project to help them. In the Boom, that is the organization of youth that has stopped working years ago because they couldn't afford it, and the interest of students wasn't very good, because they would come when there were parties or something fun to do, but when there was studying or helping them, no one would show up, and they would still have to pay the rent for the room that they were renting. So they shut down their organization a year ago. But at the Red Cross, they said that they have a really good response from the youth, because a lot of them want to work in the Red Cross, mostly because it's more popular organization, and it's first aid volunteer work. It's the most famous volunteer organization in Europe, and probably that's why youth really respond to their request for work. We have talked with Nervin Kasupovic. He came back from America, and he left. He was studying there. He left it and came back here and opened his own successful work. And he
IT business.
Yes.
About marketing.
And he said that he doesn't believe that there is not enough opportunities for youth in Bihac. He says that it's mostly because they are lazy and doesn't want to do work. That they would rather sit at home than to come and work.
After these visits and interviews, we did one more survey, but this one was for the youth. The first question we asked them: did you do any voluntary work? 27% of them said yes, we do. Yes, I do. 23% of them said no, I don't want to. 9% of them said no, I don't have enough time, and 41% said no, I don't have any opportunity. The second question was, did you operate with any NGO? 80% of them said.
How many your sample?
What?
Number?
50.
50.
But we did it like in the school with our friends. And
Okay, but I mean, can you put the number? Just put a number.
okay,
The first paragraph.
okay, we will. 30% of them said that they don't have a chance. 20% said that no, that they didn't do it, and 32% of them said I don't know anything about NGO.
So your conclusion of this, you're gonna say it later or?
We will say it
Yeah,
later. Are you satisfied with involvement of youth in the projects? 50% of them said no, I'm not. 15 said yes, I am, and 35 said that it could be better.
Well, selfie.
In general, they said that they are not satisfied with the options, or that they don't have a place to show what they could do, or a place where they could work, volunteer work that they enjoy in. But then again, we think that the youth is not, they don't want to inform about these kinds of things.
What we understood after the several visits and interviews, we realized some problems. Youth immigrants not networking. They may do a better job. They will be able to do better projects if they are connected. Not informed. They could participate in many activities for them. Deficit of NGOs. They are not. They would, if they have it, they will be more able to create better future for themselves. Lack of interest. If they do have it, they will be able to do whatever they want. We did one of the part of the story, and now we need your help for mark projects, a project for better future of Bosnian youth. Join us, join NGO team.
Excellent. You guys always make us underestimate you intentionally, I think.
What?
You make us underestimate you. You said you did not do anything since last time, but you did lots of work.
You've added most of the comments we asked you last time, because what I do, I break the comments from my last time, and you've added it. And then you say we haven't done anything.
No, we said that we haven't done a lot of job.
You use your
And we are so...
Yeah.
And make you, not expectation is low, so that they come above your expectations. There is a coach, I think, good coach also.
We are so tired.
Okay, so wait. Any questions, comments, direction for them? Anybody have a Sister Maliha? Yes, please.
I think it was very detailed. It was really excellent. But maybe I would focus more to have less text in the presentation and more charts and like graphic
Yes.
approach, because nobody's going to read that much.
Pa i mi kad i prezentiramo, on to skrati taj dio, to je samo eto da koju ko žele
English.
pročitati.
Ali više grafičkih prikaza, slika i tako. Ne, nego ja bi jednostavno taj tekst i uopšte nema da iskazivati više, njega reći, to čitati ili šta ja znam.
It will attract more if you do more graphs. So,
The way you read it was nice. So you didn't read word by word. You present it in a nice way. Maybe you make it the same way, dots.
Okay.
It will make it
Ono
nice.
što ćete reći ne morate ni pisati, nego ćemo ga izbaciti pa ćemo umjesto toga neki grafikon ili nešto komponovati tako da vi možete iz toga, jer vi to svakako to znate, vi ne čitate nego pričate. Tako da.
If the mentor agree, you should.
okay. Can I summarize any other comments?
No, she wants to.
Yes.
Only I want to say that you don't need to give us all that information. Better little information or some information, and you can slow the talk and you will understand better.
A ja inače brzo pričam.
But I remember Sister Sunaida, they can explain to others, this is their explanation for their team. I think they will use it for their team to tell them step by step what happened. So their team, they need to know the whole story. So maybe it's okay, but show more graphs if you can. Yeah. Okay. What about any other comments? No comments? Yeah, you NGO guy? From your experience volunteering? Nothing? Okay. Hey, my comments for you. Sister, I did take care
Okay.
of this.
Shall I?
See, there is a problem. Can I get your attention, please? There is a problem about. There is no problem. They like to go into. There is organization that help you. That's for sure. You said. There is inspiration. There is organization that help you, but there is no organization that inspire you. This is very clear from you. Whatever you said about the beginning, a few slides. Or make youth create their own way. There's no organization that's supporting this. And there is more organization that is also need to be done to make youth oriented about what they want to do in the future. Okay, so this is maybe clear. You should mention there is organization relevant to youth, yes, but there is no organization that is controlled by youth to create the future. This is something. This is the area where we need to work on. Okay, so that's one thing. Okay. Also, you should say, even though there are 50% of those who's working in NGOs, still there are lots of unsatisfaction. So you should compare between, put a small, this is here where Sunaida maybe was saying, maybe you could put say, even though there is 50% of youth working and voluntary, approximately, but lots of them, they are not satisfied. It means that voluntary work is not, achieving whatever we want. Okay, this is maybe something that we need to learn for, so that they can help you, inshallah. But overall, mashallah, you're surprising us again. So thank you very much. Okay, so quality of life team.
Who are those? We don't have problems.
Huh?